Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this beautiful Monday morning. My guest today is Luke Harl. He's here from Fairfield. Why Fairfield? I couldn't last more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, it was about the first words out of your mouth.
You knew it was coming. I warned you. I warned him that it was coming. But we're going to talk about all kinds of things in that nice organization, and they're really moving and shaking and trying to get stuff going down in the Fairfield community. And actually, they're taking some of the Dietrich stuff and Mattoon as kind of a palette to work on. So we're going to talk with Luke about that here in a little bit, as well as all kinds of other things. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and my name is Bruce Dickey. You're watching over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Florida, Channel 100. Thank you so much for however you are watching it. And what is going on in your area today? Some community events. Well, not a ton of community events, as a matter of fact. Did I leave that sound on? I didn't, did I? I thought I heard an echo.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm not. I'm just hearing myself. I guess it's just. Am I losing my mind, Luke?
I don't know. You have an earpiece that I don't have, so maybe.
So you're not hearing anything?
I don't hear anything.
Thank heavens. All right. Well, the earpiece may be turned up too loud then. That's probably what it is.
That's me breathing.
Huh?
It's me breathing like Darth
You're
Vader.
breathing like Darth. That's exactly right. You're Darth, whatever the new Darth. What is the new Adam Driver? He's Darth something. Is he? I can't remember. I don't know. He's something. Community events. What's going on around your area today? Over at the Harl Richland Memorial Hospital today from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's the big old South Bend Chocolate Company fundraiser, and that's going to be at the hospital in the private dining rooms. It runs, like I said, from 8 o'clock till 3 o'clock. Well, 4 o'clock today and 8 to 3 tomorrow. I guess they figure that last hour tomorrow, folks might have run out of candy. I don't know, but I suspect if they run out of candy for a fundraiser, they'll find more. But that is tomorrow, today and tomorrow. Tonight, now this is special. This is you've seen this group in action. Let me get you in on the camera screen for this. The Heritage Woods, the assisted living facility here in Flora, is hosting tonight at 5:30 the Roasted Chestnuts Brass Quintet.
They're one of the best groups I've ever heard.
There he is. He clearly it's probably the best brass quintet you ever heard.
Well, that is for sure.
Yeah. Certainly.
Not that I've heard very many others.
No, you don't have to qualify it. Don't qualify it. But yeah, that is tonight at the Heritage Woods. Of course, that's down on 4th Street here in Flora. Well, we're going to put on probably an hour of music, 45 minutes to an hour of music. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be Christmas music, and if you have friends down at Heritage Woods, and make sure you get them out or go down there and visit with them, and it's a lot of fun. You'll have a good time. Plus, you get to vote on their ongoing Christmas tree contest, so that's pretty cool. Also, today, if you have kids involved at Johnsonville Elementary School, their Christmas program is tonight at 6 p.m. Adam Ellis, principal over there at Johnsonville, he wanted to make sure that folks knew the Christmas program is tonight, and the kids will have a lot of fun. This is, like I said, Monday, December 9th, and this is National Pastry Day. National Pastry Day celebrates one of the world's favorite baked goods on December 9th. Visit your local bakery and pick up one or two of your favorite kinds. A pastry is the name given to a large variety of baked goods made with ingredients such as flour, sugar, milk, butter, shortening. A few of the more common bakery items include pies. However, those not really pastries. I guess they could be counted as pastries, but many different types of pastry deliver baked goods that make your mouth water. Most of them fall into one of the following categories: short crust pastry, it's the simplest and most common; sweet crust, flaky, puff pastry, choux pastry, and phyllo pastry, paper-thin pastry dough that is used in many layers. That's what you get for that Greek, the really good Greek. Oh heck! And I'm having a brain cramp. I can't believe it. The good Greek with almond stuff in there. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, yeah.
The little layered. Oh, we're going to sit here. We're going to be halfway into our conversation today, and I'm going to scream it out. That's what's going to happen. But that's go baking and do some pastry stuff today. This is also, and I don't know, oftentimes, ladies and gentlemen, when I present you with these whatever particular day things, national days, you think it's a big joke. And it is kind of, it's all meant in fun. This one I thought was actually kind of creepy. This is Weary Willie Day. Weary Willie Day. You creeped out, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Weary Willie Day on December 9th recognizes the art of clowning and the impact it has on our lives. This holiday was named for a character made famous by Emmett Kelly, born on this date in 1898. Weary Willie was a unique character in the art of clowning. Kelly developed Weary Willie at a time when the white-faced, goofy clown was the norm, and selling the idea for a sad, down-on-the-luck clown did not fit the formula most circuses were seeking. For the time being, Kelly put back on the white face, and then he brought Weary Willie out later. I did not realize that Emmett Kelly's character, that was not Emmett Kelly's character. I didn't realize that the guy actually had a name. Do you remember the clown character for Emmett Kelly?
No.
He had like a hat on, and he just kind of looks sad. He's a sad clown. Sad clown. Oh, well. What's on Wabash? What do you want to see on television tonight? Actually, not a ton of television to tell you about tonight. However, we do have girls high school basketball. Now, I don't know if this is going to be as exciting as last Thursday nights when Madison Lovett for North Clay went off for 43 points. You don't see that every day, but you just never know, so you better tune in and check. The Lawrenceville Lady Indians will be at the Flora Wolf Gals tonight. That is at 6:15 for the JV. The varsity will follow. That's right here on this channel as well as on channel 3, and you'll be able to see that wherever you go. NCAA basketball, not a ton of that either. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are at Iowa in Big Ten early season play. That's at 7 o'clock on the Big Ten Network, channel 600. And finally, NFL football tonight. It's the New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. That's at 7:15, and that is on ESPN, channel 601. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'll be back with Luke Harl right after this. We are going to get Fairfield chugging along and going to get you to help out. Back right after this.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband...
Harl with the organization Why Fairfield, and we're going to talk a little bit about that organization today. And Luke, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Bruce.
This organization, Why Fairfield, folks, they may or may not know what it is or what the goals of it are. Tell me what it is, and then how it got going.
Sure. So we've been at it for a little over a year. We started in about April of 2018, and the organization kind of formed about from conversations between the mayor and I about
Mayor Fairfield, Brett McGuire.
Yes.
Okay.
Just kind of a concern in our community and among all small town communities is retaining people that are young and want to raise families in rural areas.
Where are they going? I mean, they're going to cities or something? Is it just leaving farm towns?
Commonly, Evansville's pretty common, or some metropolitan area kind of similar in size.
St. Louis,
and a lot of that just lack of opportunity, and we really wanted to get younger people involved and see what potential there could be within the community that they live in, and provide a reason for them to stay, and get their feedback on different community events and different things along the lines of that. So we had a meeting where we invited people that were in the millennial generation to come.
All right. Yeah, folks think we've had this. I don't know if we've talked. Folks, there's a connotation, there's a thought process that the millennials are just lazy bums not doing it.
Sure.
How do you fight that? You're a millennial.
I am a millennial. And
what is first? Let's define what that is. That means you were born like from 1990 to 2000 or something like that.
I think 85 kind of catches some of it. Most of the time, 40 and under, or between 40 and 20 is typically what people classify as millennial. And I've really heard two things commonly phrased in millennials. Some of it is the lack of work ethic, kind of entitlement. You hear that quite a bit. I've also heard positive things. So, they may be more interested in working for an organization that has a positive effect on the community that they work for, opposed to working for
social responsibility.
Social responsibility more so as a driver than money. Mm-hmm. But I mean, when you kind of blend those two, you kind of get a mixed vibe from the millennial bunch. And so, some of that is to kind of bring out the positive traits. That's kind of the reason why we wanted to start the organization. So we started in April and formed a 501c3 nonprofit.
Now, how do you go about doing that? I mean, just a group of you got together and they contacted an attorney and their tax attorney and said, let's get this started.
Yeah,
that's kind of how it goes, right?
Pretty much. So we had to incorporate, and then you got to find an attorney that will help you walk through applying for the 501c3 status.
Preferably a cheap one.
Yeah, well, luckily for us, our treasurer, Colton Wilkerson, is an accountant.
Oh, good.
And so he was able to help us with that process, and then Dave Harrison helped us with the legal work for that in Fairfield. And so we got that up and going, and then we just elected board members and went from there.
So you've got the structure built.
Yep.
to start getting now. Then you're starting to work out and try to do stuff. How often do you guys meet, or how often were you meeting more in the beginning than you do now, or what's the thought?
So we meet the first Tuesday of every month. We either meet in the Elks in Fairfield or in some other business. So we've met at Javaloo. We've met at when Battlegrounds was separate from Javaloo in their building. And so we've met at the Landing. We've kind of just tried to sprinkle ourselves throughout other businesses and look to do more of that in the future.
Well, that's pretty good because you're kind of getting involvement from business owners at that point as well.
Yeah, so it works both ways. We want them to see. We want to patronize there. So when we go there, we buy food or drinks or whatever,
sure.
and then we're trying to gather their support as well. So. It kind of works both ways. So we meet once every month on the first Tuesday, and that's open to the public. Anyone can attend those.
And you don't have to be a millennial to attend that.
No, you do not have to be a millennial to attend that. We've had several people, and whenever we talk about what we did with the Founders Festival, most people weren't millennials in that group. So anyone is open. Our big thing is we just want to get younger people involved, but it doesn't have to be only young people that attend. So we've met. We meet once a month.
Okay, it's been going for about a year and a half now. If you go back all the way to April, and you mentioned the Founders Festival. What are some of the events? Because I had forgotten, and you just mentioned it. I was sitting there thinking, okay, the events, the golf course movie, and I was thinking, okay, what else? That my brain fried. It's the cold. I'm having a brain.
Yeah, it's all right. So one of the first things that we did was kind of survey the public. So we surveyed the public on what they wanted to see in Fairfield. What are some things that they don't like about the community? What are some things that they do like about the community? What do they think we need to progress as a community?
What was the response?
We had over 400 people respond to that.
Did you
one.
really?
Yeah, it was a very large
I'm trying to remember, was that something you put on Facebook?
Yep.
Or was that in the paper? Okay.
We put it on Facebook and then published the results after that. And the biggest positive that people stated was our strong sense of community. The biggest obstacle was bringing jobs, which, you kind of hear that in every community.
Sure.
So we did that one, and then we did, what would it take for you to start a business in Fairfield, and then what keeps you from expanding a business if you own one in Fairfield. And so what we did with what we're going to discuss today was kind of use that to feed services that we look to provide in the future to kind of help people start or expand businesses. So that's one piece. We did a chili cook-off and a concert. That was last fall. We did the Founders Festival celebrating 200 years in Fairfield. We did that.
That was timely, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very timely.
The whole thing, you got this put together, and you put together the Founders Festival. We talked about that. Was that a success? How do you look back on that?
I think it was. I consider it a success. It was hot that day.
That was one of those late June days that it was like July and August hit early.
Yeah, so it was really hot, but we didn't have any rain, which was astonishing considering what we had in the previous months with rain. So we didn't have any rain, but it was extremely hot and humid. But we had a good turnout. Had several vendors. We had 30 vendors that were attended there.
And they basically shut down Main Street for that, right?
Shut down Main Street. We had five bands. We had a couple speeches from the mayor. My brother explained the mural, and that wasn't quite done at the time. It is now complete. You can see that uptown.
We'll show kind of a little shot of it in here in a minute.
Yeah. So and so we did the Founders Festival, and then in the fall we did a film on the fairway where we had a big screen at the golf course and showed the movie Scream because it was around Halloween.
That seemed like a great idea. And do you guys view that as successful as could be under the circumstances?
We didn't have a huge turnout. The people that did come, I think we had around 30. The people that did come had a blast.
Yeah.
We're looking to do that more in the future. We're planning to do one in the spring and just kind of do it on a recurring basis, fall and spring.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Hope to pick up some attendance there.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk with Luke about another couple of things they've done, but what they've got going in the future, which is really exciting. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's Luke Harl. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after these words. Do please stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, talking to Luke Harl of the group Y Fairfield, and there's your new logo. How's your? When did you guys put together that thing?
So Angel McGuire did that. That came from our strategic plan, and we formed a group called Fairfield Forward. And it is under the umbrella of Y Fairfield.
So we're going to talk about Fairfield Forward here in a little while.
So we're going to talk about Fairfield Forward.
Yeah, I'm not right. I didn't realize that was part of that. I wouldn't have brought that picture up.
A little sneak peek.
As a sneak peek.
Yeah.
That's right. Last time you were here, and maybe not, probably the time before last, we had the movie.
Yep.
We showed the movie, the Fairfield movie that you guys put together. How was that received? And has it got any new factories to Fairfield yet?
No, it has not. But I think that overall it was pretty decent for a first time. We look to do that again in the future. It's a really neat setup because right beside hole number 1, they got a little downslope, so we put the screen down at the bottom, and people kind of set up on the uphill. So, No,
I'm not talking about that movie. I'm talking about the movie with where you show the 3-minute movie.
Oh, the video.
The video.
Oh yeah, I forgot about mentioning the video.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Yeah,
I'm not asking about that movie.
Yeah.
Scream, of course, is going to be well received. I can't believe I was out of town that night. I wasn't able to watch the movie from my mom's house.
Yeah. So the video we did, I didn't even mention that. So we did a video kind of marketing an overall view of Fairfield. So we went through some businesses, shot those, kind of talked about some incentives to bring people to the community, some demographic information, where we're located, just kind of everything you would want to know if we were trying to recruit businesses. To be honest with you, we haven't done a ton with the video, but that's coming. So one of the things that's came out of this plan that we'll talk about is renovating the city and the chamber website, and so using that that will be published on those websites, and then we will use that to begin to market to other businesses.
I think I showed it a couple of. I showed it here a few months ago, and it was really terrifically well done. That was what Zach was in.
Zach
on that.
Saunders did that. He's extremely talented.
Yeah. So and he's a Hollywood guy. Hollywood, Chicago, wherever he is.
He's in Hollywood now.
Is he back in Hollywood?
Yeah, he does a lot of traveling because he shoots some marketing videos for some pretty decent sized firms now. He shoots for one of the scooter, the scooters that ride through the city. He shot. I can't remember which one. Spin maybe.
Oh, is he really?
I think he shot for them, and then I've seen him publish some things on his social media that he shot some video with like Danny DeVito or something like that.
Oh, no kidding.
So.
Well, you say that's pretty cool. I need to get Zach in here sometime. Get Reaver in here too. That'd be.
Give him do a little skit in here.
You see, now that's the thing. We're digressing a little bit here.
Little rabbit hole.
That's right. But Reaver and Zach, they've got this little comedy troupe, I guess you would call it, right? In Los Angeles, and it's bizarre.
It is. Yeah, there's nothing normal about it.
It is out there.
Yeah.
It is out there. It's a lot of fun. I got to get Reaver on here to talk about that. That's real. Okay. All right, back to why Fairfield. Okay, so you had the movie, the Founders Day. How many do we know how many people went to the Founders Day?
I think close to around 1,000.
Before I get into the new thing, I want to know when you started. When your team started the group Y Fairfield, were you met with, did anybody make fun of all these funny little millennials trying to do something to help out, or how were you received in the community?
Overall, I think we were well received because I think people know that we have a challenge of a lot of the population getting older, and you see clubs like Lions Club or Rotary Club or something along the lines of that in all communities really losing membership, and the older generation has to hand everything off to younger people at some point in time. So seeing them take initiative to get to that point, I think was exciting for most people. I'm not going to say that everything we've done has been a breeze. But that's part of the learning experience that I wanted our group to take part of, is learning how to negotiate and compromise to get things done. And that's something that I think is one of the downfalls to a lot of millennials is with the sense of entitlement, you expect to just go and that be that, and it's not that easy. Do you,
being a member of that generation, I'm a member of Generation X, which is
a tweener.
Is that what I'm called?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
a tweener.
Yeah.
Well, so that means between the baby boomers and generation, or yours, millennials, and Generation Y or whatever is in between there too, I guess. So we're actually, whenever you see demographic discussions, people skip Generation X, and they skip Generation Y. They talk about baby boomers because there's so many of them. They talk about millennials because millennials are loud. All right, for want of a better word. Is the rap that millennials have on them, is that deserved?
I think partially, yeah. I think that it's a blend of both. I think some of them, I think there's just that assumption and kind of categorizing all of them together. I think that there's many positive traits in younger people, and I think that there's some negative traits that have to be overcome. So I think that it's a little bit of both.
I think it might be just baby boomers getting older and grumpy. I said it, he didn't say it.
Well, I mean, we've had a tremendous turnout from the baby boomer generation at a lot of our meetings, especially with planning the Founders Festival. We wouldn't have been able to do it without them. So,
well, now that's true.
I mean, learning from them, that's, again, one of the things that we wanted to accomplish was learn from them, and then take some of our fresh ideas to kind of integrate both of them together. I mean, that's kind of the benefit of having a diverse group put something together, is you get the best of both
I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take another break. We're going to come back, and we're going to talk about the Fairfield Forward program. When we return, it's a real interesting process that they've gone through and what they have coming forward. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. That's Luke Harl, and we'll be back right after these words. Stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Yeah, is it Arthur? Mm-hmm. Okay. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey over here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Luke Harl, and we are talking about a wide variety of subjects involving why Fairfield. And as such, Luke, you've got a great big new program going. Tell me about this new deal that is you've been working on for the last several weeks.
Sure. So something that Mayor Brent McGuire has said over and over again is, really putting together a strategic plan to move forward, because you get a lot of people that we saw from the survey say, we need this, but, how do we prioritize? Because there's a limited source of funds. Mm-hmm. How do we prioritize to accomplish these goals that we want to meet as a community?
Right.
And why Fairfield we were facing a similar thing.
You did the original survey, but it really wasn't adequate for you, I guess, then, right?
Well, yeah, the survey, the information was good. It's just, we kind of
You're looking for a vehicle to get it in motion?
Yeah. So we wanted to, partner with other groups because we didn't want to be competing against them. We wanted to partner with them to accomplish a goal. So really, we wanted to bring them all together and let's set goals that we want to achieve as a community, and let's put a vehicle together to meet them. And so we brought in a group from the Illinois Institute for Rural Affairs. They're out of Western Illinois University. Their program is called Mapping the Future of Your Community, and mapping stands for something, but I don't remember it. So
mapping is an acronym.
It is an acronym, and it is a long one.
It sounds like mapping's a long word.
Yeah, so
7-letter acronym. That's like Spectre or something.
Yeah. So that acronym was formed in like the '90s, and they still have it. So
how many communities have they assisted?
Several, lots of small communities. Actually, Fairfield is one of the larger ones that they've done. Most of the time, it's like 1,000 population is pretty average for them. They have done Mattoon, which would be larger, and I think that they've done a couple other that have been larger, but for the most part, they're small. And anyway, so the process, they come down, and it's 5 weeks, and they're 3-hour meetings. They're long meetings.
Wait a second. You're getting community members, I guess, to participate and come in and talk with these Western Illinois folks. And at 3 hours at a time.
Yes.
So you had what, 1 or 2 people there?
we had over 40 at each of.
Are you serious?
Meeting,
40 at each one, and presumably people were returning after they'd been to the one
Yeah.
before.
So most of the time we retained the people that came, and then we would add a few more. So we had various business owners, we had managers of businesses in the community, we had just people in the community, concerned citizens, and it was just a good variety of a group. And so we had 40 plus at each of them, and it was a great turnout. So kind of how it got to fruition is we formed a steering committee to kind of get the program here, and the steering committee was Brent, myself, Flo Simpson, Joey Hungerford, Amy Pollard, and Tyler Lampley. And so we were kind of charged with setting the meetings up and different things along the lines of that. We met at the Elks, had food catered in, businesses sponsored the cater food for each of the meetings.
What night of the week would you do this?
We did it on a Thursday night from 5:30 to, it was 8:30 most of the time when we got out of there. So yeah, they were long meetings. So you kind of go through a step-by-step process. How
many folks from Western were there?
2.
Okay.
So we go through a step-by-step process. Week 1, they kind of give an introduction of the program, and we end with a little activity.
Assignment.
Yeah, that you go through the room and you say one thing what you love about your community and what you dislike about your community.
What were some of the responses?
The most common, which they surveyed them after the meeting to see what the most common was, and the strongest one was the sense of community, which matched our survey whenever we asked the community what there was. So, we have
This was people standing up in the meeting or people writing down?
So how
the reason I ask is because you're going to get different response.
Sure. So what they do is you write down on a piece of paper, one side is what you like, the flip side is what you dislike, and then they randomly distribute it. So you're reading someone else's.
Oh, okay.
So, it's kind of anonymous what they wrote, but commonly it was, a strong sense of community, being able to come together for a cause or different things along the lines of that. And then, the flip side to that, the dislikes, was not being progressive enough to overcome the obstacles that our community is facing, not being proactive enough, not having enough people that are volunteering, not having, kind of things along the lines of that.
Nothing specific, like no water park. We haven't built a water park yet.
No, and this one there wasn't, because they told us they wanted a broad overview.
I see, okay.
Now, I will say that when we got into later stuff, some specifics did come up.
Okay.
And so, kudos to the people at Western Illinois for being able to navigate some of those topics that could be tense.
Really?
Yeah.
It got tense.
I would say that there were some times that it could have been some tense feelings in the room.
I guess that makes sense, because you're not going to be there. You're not going to be putting in that time if you don't actually have a large amount of care for the community, are you?
Yeah. And so, we prided this on being able to openly voice your opinion, So there were some shots taken at the city and the county, and there's county board members there, there's city council members there, some chamber stuff, some economic development stuff, and all those people were in the room, and then some other things about people, not being proactive enough, and there's people in the room that
it's their job to be doing that.
right.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are some things that
I guess I hadn't really thought about it. You could be stepping on folks' toes, but you kind of have to. What is the story? Break a few eggs to bake cake.
Yes, but at the same time, I mean, we're all responsible for civic duty in our community.
Sure.
So I mean, it was a give and take. If you're going to be willing to take shots at someone, you better be willing to step up and
Right.
do some work as well. So
Right.
I think everyone went in there with an open mind and was willing to take some criticism and move forward. And I think
What was the time frame on this?
We did this in the middle of October to the middle of November.
So it's done.
It is done. Well, it is partially done. We have a couple follow-ups in a town hall meeting in 2020.
Okay.
But that was kind of week one. Week two was setting big goals. They call it BHAGs. It stands for Big, Hairy, Audacious Goals.
I like that.
And that is based off.
BHAG.
Yeah, based off of research in a book that was published that studied top companies. So you're looking at Amazon, Walmart, Nike, Google,
Alphabet,
and,
or whatever.
They will look for common characteristics that made those companies as big as they are. And what they found was they had a bold vision and bold goals. And so that's kind of what they wanted us to do as a community. What do you want to see Fairfield be in 2030?
So that's where people were saying we're putting the water park up.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get people that are talking about, the water park, a rec center, a venue for concerts or art.
A venue, yeah.
Art gallery, a stronger workforce development programs, good program for businesses to start up and expand and different things along the lines of that.
Incubator type of thing.
Yeah. And so, improve tourism, utilizing our agricultural base to kind of feed other things in the community.
So this is in week 2?
Yeah, so this is kind of a brainstorming session where, if you wanted to picture your community as perfect as you would imagine it to be, what would that look like?
Yeah.
And so that was kind of what week 2 was about. And then, so they're taking all these notes and then they put them in a format that you can vote on them. So week 3, they put all these up and then we have to go and vote on them. And this is not anonymous. So
really?
They have all of our goals, and it was broken down into festivals and events, business development, entrepreneurship, workforce development, parks and rec, festivals and events, agriculture.
There's a wide variety. And we had to pick 5. Or no, we had to pick 4. And
so
you were narrowing it down.
So you were given 5 stickers. 5 was top priority, 1 was a low priority, and you had to go and stick that on the page that you thought was the highest priority. And so then they go through and they tally those. And so whatever had the most scores number 1. And then, kind of going all the way down. And then some of them just completely didn't get voted.
Didn't get a vote.
Now,
I'm guessing my water park idea didn't get a vote.
Well, it can fall. That's kind of where we said, can we integrate some of these into some of the goals that we have? So the ideas on like the water park could go into.
Did anybody actually come up with a water park?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I
am a brilliant human being.
We had a horse park that was
a horse park
that was mentioned.
Oh, that is so cool! Like racing or just like a racing park?
Well, I'm not real sure what a horse park is.
Well, I'm kind of wondering too. I know what a dog park is.
I don't know if it's a similar format or if it's more along the lines of racing, but a horse park was one that was mentioned.
All right. That sounds fine to me, like a polo field.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So week 4, we get these results. And so number 1 that was most voted was business development entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Number 2 was workforce development. So you get kind of flip side of both of those. We need jobs, we need businesses to be a good environment for businesses to start and succeed, and you need good people to fill those jobs. So we constantly hear of, if we brought a factory, would we be able to employ it with good employees? We don't know. With some of the connotations with people that don't want to work, we don't know if we could fill those. So
darn millennials, I tell you.
So workforce development was number 2. Parks and Rec was number 3. And festivals and events was number 4. And
Okay.
so all the other things we're going to try to feed into each of those.
All right, so that was week 4. Then we concluded on week 5.
So week 4, we got those results, and then we started to put together strategies.
That's
to
what I
achieve
figured.
those
Week
goals.
5 is strategy session.
Well, week four is strategy session. So,
Oh, okay, same week.
What do you want to do to achieve those goals? So, if you want a entrepreneur ecosystem where people can come and start businesses and expand businesses, what does it take?
So
to get
5
to
is
there?
implementation.
5 is kind of taking that strategies one step further to what it would take to implement, and then they bring in state agencies. So we had USDA, Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. We had Illinois Department of Natural Resources. We had Illinois South Tourism. We had
They were all there at the meeting.
yeah. So and then we have our own. So like Greater
I tell you what we're gonna do. Hold on a second. I don't mean to interrupt you. You're on a roll. I'm gonna break, but I am gonna interrupt you. And we'll come back with your
Yep.
roll. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds
So you're
good.
watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Right here is Luke Harl, and we're talking about the Fairfield Forward program that just concluded the first phase.
Yeah.
Right? Will that make sense?
Phase 1, yeah.
And we'll be back right after this. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
In 1949, Morton Buildings constructed our first machine storage building to establish our bond with the farming community. Since then, our relationship has grown, and so have our product offerings. From the smallest specialized operation to the largest agricultural enterprise, we understand the needs of your business and continue to evolve to meet industry demands. Plus, when you build a Morton building, you're backed by the strongest warranty in the business. To learn more about the Morton Advantage, visit mortonbuildings.com.
Waiting for the jingle bells to come back on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Luke Harl is here, and he's with the Group Y Fairfield. We were talking about the program that they are, the first phase of the program that they are just completing. All right, session 5, implementation. You had all kinds of folks there, huh?
Yeah, we had several state agencies there. Those were the ones I mentioned, and then we had some local ones too. So you have Waddy, you have
Health Department.
No, the health department wasn't there. But Southern 14 Workforce was there. Greater Wabash Regional Planning, Commission was there. So you have all these kind of agencies that offer grants, and then we got Wabash Regional Planning for riding grants.
Right.
And so we kind of, mashed those, which Olivia had been in attendance for all of them anyways, and she's the director over there. So
Olivia Baumgartner.
Yep. So that was, she's a great resource for us to have, especially there. So, yeah, it's kind of the implementation. If you want renovations to a park or a recreational center, here's the funding opportunities that we have, and there is one out there currently for recreational centers. There's rural business development grants for entrepreneur and business development. So they were pretty well coming together to show they do have programs to help fund some of these things.
Did it become with the people in the program, was it a learning experience? Because they probably didn't realize that all these grants and things were available.
Yeah, 100%. So the biggest thing that I think a lot of people learned was that we have a lot of resources available that we don't really use a bunch.
Yeah.
We complain about not having resources, and there is a piece to that, but a lot of it is out there. It's just learning how to get those types of grants. And so that was extremely helpful. So they met with us, and they're listening to our project ideas and different things along the lines of that. And, we've met them face to face, so that could help with grant writing. And then, most grant makers, the people that give the money, they want to see a planning process that got you to that point.
Right.
Well, this is a 5-week planning process where we've involved the entire community. Makes us much more appealing than someone that just kind of put together a plan on their own.
Right. Off the top of their head.
Yeah, it shows community involvement, civic engagement, public opinion. We've kind of got it all, and then we can put together that plan. Makes us much more likely to be funded.
Tell me a little bit about some of the success stories. I know that we've talked a little bit about Mattoon, but you've got they've got Dietrich. If you've driven through Dietrich and had not driven through there for the past few years, Dietrich's a booming town for their size. Yeah,
so Dietrich has been through this program, I think, twice. I think they did it early, and then they did one more recently. But I'm fairly certain that their housing division, that's just right off the highway there.
On the north side?
On the north side, that came out of this program. They started a TIF program, and I know TIF can be contentious in Fairfield, but they started a TIF program and help lower tax.
Specifically for that,
and it's helped recruit businesses in. They had a candle factory that I believe came in because of the lower tax rate that was offered to them, and so they've seen some successes come out of it. I know Mattoon has seen some successes out of it. Their big driver was workforce development. And then all across the state, Hillsborough is another big one. We've seen a couple $1 million grants come out of this program.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've seen anything ranging from $50,000 to $1 million in grants that were awarded. A lot of it's beautification of the community, so streetscaping, sidewalk repairs, which is timely for us with our road getting repaved in 2021, being able to come in right after that and do some streetscaping along the sides of that, making the downtown.
2020 is kind of going to be a mess in Fairfield, isn't it, driving the roads?
It's kind of already there right now. They're doing a lot of work for the water lines in preparation because they wanted to do new water lines before the road was new. That way they wouldn't have to rip it up after.
Right.
So those are kind of some success stories. And if you just Google Mapping Illinois Institute for Rural Affairs, you can see some success stories that they have on there. And like I said earlier, most of these communities aren't very big. Or
you can go to Mapping the Future, right?
Yeah, Mapping the Future. Is that what it's called?
IIRA.
Okay.
.org.
Yeah, we've seen they have communities that are smaller than Fairfield. Less than 1,000 populations that go through this program. So, it's really for rural communities.
So what's next?
So, the Fairfield Forward group, that's kind of what the last meeting was about too, is also putting together an organization. So each of these committees appoint 2 people, and they're a coordinating council, which is kind of like a board.
Right.
And we formed a name called Fairfield Forward, and we are going to, so those committees appoint those people for that, and then so that's the group that's running this. And then each committee is meeting and putting together, we're doing a quick win and then a long-term plan. So we want to we have a town hall meeting in March 7th. We invite the entire community to attend. We'll have some speakers there and kind of go over the program and what we did. Hopefully having some quick wins done by March. That way we can say, this is what we've done so far. This is what we're looking to do in the future. The Illinois Institute for Rural Affairs people will come back on January 9th for kind of a recap of the program and kind of touching base and making sure that we're on track for our March.
Do you, what are the early returns from those of you who are participating in it? Have you thought, boy, I guess people wouldn't keep going back if they thought it was a waste of time, would they?
Sure. So I'm on the Business Development Entrepreneurship Committee, and our quick win was putting together a resource guide, because what we saw in that last meeting was that there's a lot of resources available to people.
Yeah.
They just don't know about them. So
Right.
let's put together a guide that shows what all incentives are available in the community, what
Sure.
resources are available, who do you go to if you want to start a business as far as tax, legal, banks, different things along the lines of that, how to start a business, different things along the lines of that. So putting together a resource guide, updating the chamber website, the city website, to have those on there and then make it kind of more user-friendly, feature that video that we talked about, just kind of a overall better recruiting tool for that. So that's kind of our quick win. And then long-term, we're looking at, improved services, possibly an incubator program,
Yeah.
business mentorship program. That's kind of our long-term vision for that. Parks and Rec, I think a rec center is kind of the long-term. I'm not sure what their quick win is. I haven't been
Which
there.
one
but-
does the auditorium fall under?
The auditorium would be festivals
The
and
venue.
events. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
How'd that end up in fourth? Doggone, you'd think that'd be I
well,
needed to go to the meetings, didn't I?
the reason I think it scored so low
Yeah.
is because we had two goals that I think were very similar, because one was arts and tourism,
Yeah.
and one was festival and events. And in my opinion, those split votes.
Oh, I
because
see.
of that. It's kind of like whenever you got two candidates
Yeah,
running and they
sure,
split votes.
sure.
I think that was the case there, to where that ended up splitting votes. Where if those would have been combined together, it would have scored a lot higher.
Oh, surely. You got to get the art. Well, you put them together, because if you have a venue, that's an arts.
Yep.
That is entirely arts,
Yep.
and that's. And then again, so what is going to be? So what's first then? What's going to be the first quick win?
Well, each committee is charged with their
It's
own
not done
quick
yet.
win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had a target on something.
No, so if you go to Fairfield Forward on Facebook, you can kind of watch and see what those quick wins will be, as well as
Fairfield
meetings.
Forward.
Yeah, on Facebook. Yep.
Speaking of Fairfield Forward, there it is right there.
Yeah.
It's a nice view of the pagoda. That's and then the courthouse. We mentioned the mural there. The mural is kind of obscured, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the lights in there at the time it was taking a picture kind of causes a glare on it a little bit. That means you got to come to Fairfield and stop downtown and see it for yourself.
That's exactly right. Folks need to head down. And now, by the way, congratulations. Your family was part of that.
Yes.
Did you lift a paintbrush to that?
No. I only
It kept you away from it.
Yeah. So reasonably so.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah. So I get a lot of credit for that, and because they confused me and my brother.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Actually, it's really funny because my mom and my aunt, have the same hair.
Denise and
they're-
Cheryl,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they get confused anyway. So my aunt and I take a lot of credit for the mural, because I get David's credit, she gets Cheryl's, my
she
mom's
gets
credit.
Cheryl's, yeah.
And
That
so
makes sense.
we're the town heroes and had nothing to do with
That's
it. but-
great. All right, so if you want more information, go to Fairfield Forward
On Facebook.
on Facebook. Also, Why Fairfield? You got a Facebook presence, I
Yep,
guess? What's the next Why Fairfield event? Do we have one set up?
We're looking at a film on the fairway in the spring is probably what we're going to do.
Springtime. Okay, so you're not looking at a Halloween movie. I'm guessing I'm guessing since you're on the golf course, it really seems there's a movie celebrating its 40th anniversary in 2020.
No way.
Yeah, it really seems the perfect movie.
That would seem like the perfect movie.
I'm just spitballing here, Luke. That's just all I'm doing.
Yeah.
It might get a crowd too.
Might. Yeah,
might.
Especially from the golf course.
That's
So,
exactly
a little
right.
golf tournament beforehand.
There you go. That'd be fun. Now you're talking. Now we're thinking. Hey, Luke, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for
And
having
best of luck to the Fairfield Forward and the Why Fairfield. Folks, thanks for watching. We appreciate you being here today as well. Have a great day. See you soon.